I'm sick right now. I shouldn't be doing this. I should be in bed, pleasantly sipping tea, and move the camera so that I can sit comfortably and we can have a pleasant chat as friends, with one of the friends being sick. I want to talk about a trans femme starter kit. Everything that I wish I had known when I started my transition. All the things that I wish I'd known to buy, or what to do, or how to do them. Too hot? It's too hot, I can't do it. I'm taking it off. I'm sorry. We're talking hair care, skin care, clothes, small little knickknacks that you need in your life to make your life easier. What else did I write down? Products to buy, essentials, general advice. I wrote things down this time. Going from male to female can be really intense if you grew up with absolutely no knowledge of girly things, of feminine things. If you didn't have sisters that would, you know, show you that stuff, or your mum would talk to you about those things. If you were a boy, or you had boy siblings, you were expected to be boy, and you weren't really allowed, or it was frowned upon, to kind of seek out more feminine things. So there's a lot of stuff that can feel incredibly overwhelming. You decide to transition, tell your friends, tell your family, and now it's kind of like a little bit embarrassing to have to try and do those things that you spent your whole life kind of trying to avoid consciously. Being a baby trans femme, like just starting your journey, it kind of can be a little bit stereotypical. There is the jokes about the pink outfits. You kind of go max girly pretty early on, which isn't bad. It's kind of what happens during like female teenhood anyway. It's just kind of us finding our feet, and that's fine. So some of the advice that I give will be kind of geared towards that. So it might seem a little bit stereotypical for me to say, buy a skirt or something, because you don't have to have a skirt to be a woman, but you're gonna have to just bear with me because a lot of you will want that. When I started my transition, I was very much what I perceived femininity to be. And then as I grew and got comfortable in my body, my skin, as I like got further into my transition, I was just more me, and it felt more normal, and I just liked whatever I liked, and that core womanhood was there at the center, and then anything else was just things that I liked. But at the very start, it was definitely like, how can I max my feminine stat? How can I max my girliness? That's fine. It's like a little protective barrier that helps you, and that's kind of what this is going to be helpful for. Quick fire round right now. Essential items that I think you're going to need to make your transition easier going from male to female. Tweezers, nail kits, eyebrow shavers, hair ties, hair grips, claw clips, face masks. All of those, write them down. These are essentials that you need past the baby trans phase. These are things that you should have just to make your life easier. But they're gonna be essential at the very start because you will not have them most of the time, and it will be kind of overwhelming. I have curated a few items that you can purchase on Amazon into a little list. And I think I called it like Trans Femme Essentials. And then you can go and purchase the things that I have there. It helps me out, definitely. But it's also like an easy way to see all of the things that you might need that you maybe haven't thought about. That's like a addition to this video. When I started my transition, I didn't have tweezers because I'd never had to pluck my eyebrows. I didn't have a nail kit really. I had like nail clippers, that's it. I didn't have the rest of the stuff that you need to file your nails or anything like that. I definitely didn't have an eyebrow shaver. I had short hair, so I had no need for hair ties. Hair grips I didn't have, and it took me ages to figure out what they even were. And it was embarrassing because I didn't know how to use them for a really long time. Claw clips are those they're like a little chompy monster mouth, and they kind of clip. I loved those. I use those to tie my hair up for like exercise or washing my face. Face masks, I didn't have a skincare routine. So why would I have a face mask? I didn't even know what that was. I think skin and hair care are very difficult when you first start your transition because it can be really overwhelming. So we're gonna do a very basic thing so you kind of know a little bit more about, you know, the general, what should I do? And then you can develop it and build it yourself from there, because I'm not gonna do everything for you, unfortunately. You will have to do a little tiny bit of research. But the basic, wash your hair once or twice a week. Depending on your hair type, your skin color, and your hair, I've forgotten how to talk. The greasiness of your hair. You kind of know your hair way better than I'm ever gonna know your hair. And you know, like your race, like I mentioned, can affect like how often you should wash your hair or the type of hair that you have. So you do have to know that bit first, but then usually, on average, in general, 1 to 2 times a week. Really. And you wash with shampoo and conditioner. If you want to wash more than that, maybe just use conditioner, which is something called a co-wash, where you don't have to use shampoo because shampoo dries your hair out, and that helps keep your hair clean, but like doesn't destroy it any more than like once or twice a week, depending on hair type. Can destroy your hair. Any less can just make it greasy and not very attractive. Even more, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing right now. Even more difficult is skincare, because it can feel really overwhelming and you can feel like you need like hundreds of weird gadgets. Like those things that you roll over your face. You need like very basic, a daily exfoliant or a weekly exfoliant, self-explanatory, and a face wash. And then after that, you dry your face, pat it dry gently, and you put on like moisturizer. That's the absolute bare minimum. You can build your routine from there. I would say a toner, a moisturizer, and some kind of serum is like a very basic skincare routine. You can get as insane with your skincare as you want. You can go even more. You can do like a billion products. You can have a 40-minute routine. My routine is a little bit American Psycho. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's like 100 different things that I go into it. I have a daily exfoliant, which is like a gentle exfoliant to kind of cleanse my pores. I have a face wash, pore spray, a toner, a moisturizer, a serum. It used to be way bigger. That's actually kind of chill.
Are you sure about that?
I wrote down some helpful hints from past Icky who had a brain and wasn't sick. Retinol oil, awesome. You gotta start slow with retinol oil because it can hurt your skin and kind of break you out. But it's really great. Use it at night. Do not use it in the day because it makes your skin more sensitive to the sun and it can damage you. I know you're thinking about it. Don't do it. Another thing that I just thought of that I wish I knew initially. Buy ankle socks. These. Buy these. They're smaller. Oh my god, let me do that differently. They're shorter, they come around your ankles. Ankle socks. Buy those because if you just have the kind of regular, what I would consider boy socks, they don't match your outfits. You know, your legs are gonna be on display or the trousers are gonna be slightly too short and cropped. Buy the ankle socks because the boy socks ruined it, and I wore them for so long when I shouldn't have because I didn't have any. There's no real like essential clothing besides like, you know, a little bra early on, like a little bralette that can help you kind of, you know, get a bit of shape and, you know, it's less awkward in public, and ankle socks, essential. Maybe a nice flowy dress to make you feel better, but that is kind of a personal thing. You could just wear big baggy t-shirts for the rest of your days and you're still gonna be a woman. Buy a handbag because you do not realize how much stuff you have and you're not gonna have any pockets anymore. Buy a handbag, they're essential. Mine is filled to the brim, mostly with trash, but they're helpful. I think another trans femme essential, which is gonna be different for everybody, but it's worth hearing anyway, is probably therapy. Transitioning is super hard. There's a lot of changes. Trans women specifically are targeted a ton in the media and in comedy, and it can just be really overwhelming. And it helped me a ton to align my kind of brain and body by having some therapy, and it probably would help you too. You feel more confident, you feel more at one with yourself and less affected by all the nonsense that you hear in the news and on TV and blah, blah, blah. These last two videos have been kind of rough because I've been moving and I'm sick. Hopefully eventually I will be well enough to try and we'll have videos of substance again. I'm also gonna try streaming. Wish me luck. It's Finn's birthday tomorrow, so I'm gonna go and prepare for the birthday. We're having a little picnic in the house. Thank you. Hi, Finn.
Hey.
What you doing?
Playing Minecraft.
Oh, okay.
Why?
You're kind of good at this. You ever thought about doing it for a job?
No, I think that there's that thing with Minecraft YouTubers, they're a little bit